Happy Manga Monday. Today I'm going to be talking about You're My Favorite Toy. This is a yaoi, which is boy love. There is also smut in it, so this is not appropriate for younger readers. There is no violence, but there is psychological play that comes into effect here. So if that sounds like something you're interested in, please keep watching. Our main male character, who I'm not going to pronounce the name because I am terrible at pronouncing names, so I'm just not going to do it. This is our main male character. He is a young high school student, and he's down on his luck. He's having a lot of bad stuff happen to him. He lost a report, his umbrella broke, someone broke into his house, and he also feels like he's just not really... It's not that he's not into girls anymore because he still has sex with girls, but he feels bored with sex. He is also the son of a CEO, so he has to be really careful to an extent of what he does or what he's caught doing. So he's telling his friends at lunch one day in college that he's bored of women. And of course, most guys are like, how can you be bored of women? But one of his friends is like, well, why don't you, hook up with this dude who's really poor and gets paid to have sex because he doesn't have enough money for tuition, so he offers his body for sex. This is the second male character. That's the one who offers his body for sex. So our main male character doesn't really think much of it. He's just like, well, he's a dude. Like, no, that's gross. But then I think it's like the following night or that night he goes to a bar, and while he's at the bar he meets our second male character, the poor guy, okay? And while he's there, the poor guy accidentally spills a tomato drink on him, so he goes to the bathroom to wash his shirt, and when he's in there, our poor guy comes in and he's like, well, just, you could give me the shirt, I'll take it to a dry cleaner. And our main male character is kind of like a jerk, honestly. He's very conceited, he's very stuck up and just like into himself, and he's like, well, do you even have money to afford to get this cleaned? And then he starts to blackmail him. And he says to this poor guy, he says, if you don't suck my cock, I will tell the whole school that you sell your body for money for tuition because you're so poor. What the heck? Like, this guy is a jerk, right? Like, so he's trying to blackmail this dude, and the guy's like, okay. So he starts doing what the rich kid wants, and when the rich kid is done, the kid with black hair shows him his phone, is like, I was recording you the whole time. Like, and he knows the kid's dad's name. And he's basically now blackmailing the rich kid. Rich guy freaks out, right? He's like trying to find him in the bar, can't find him, starts talking to his friends, trying to figure out where he lives, goes and finds that he lives in like this poor place. So this is where the psychological stuff comes into play, because the poor kid isn't actually a poor kid. He is like 7 years older than our main male character. He's a consultant for the company that his dad owns. So he has been totally just mentally playing with our main male character. And that's where the psychological play comes into effect. Now, this is a very short manga. There's only 6 chapters. So you get to see, if you choose to read, what happens in their relationship. Because the guy with black hair, like, really wants to be in a relationship with the blonde-headed dude. So the one that you think is the poor guy really wants to be in a relationship with the rich main male character, okay? Not because he's rich, but because he, like, legitimately likes him, all right? This isn't my favorite yaoi I have ever read. I do think it is better than some of the ones I've read before. I do like the artwork. It's not old school, and I have a really hard time reading or looking at old school manga unless the storyline is really solid and really intriguing. But for this one, I thought the storyline was okay. Again, it's only 6 chapters long, so you don't necessarily get super attached to the characters, but you do get attached to the main male character, I would say kind of fast, but not really. Like, you feel bad for him because he has all this stuff going on in his life, like a lot of bad stuff going on. But then at the same time, you don't feel bad with him because he does such rude, dickish stuff that you're just like, brah, like, I want to feel bad for you because you have all this bad stuff happening, but at the same time, you're a dick, and I don't feel bad for you anymore. But, so there's a good balance. I actually think the author, I do like that part, is like the author has like this good character balance where you like, you want to feel bad, but at the same time, our main male character is kind of like a dick. And then it's almost like karma happens and more bad stuff happens to him because he's kind of a jerk. So I do kind of like that part of what the author did, because most of the time you don't really have that in your main character. Usually your main character's like super nice and sweet and doesn't do like anything real bad, right? So I like that one. I like that part of this one. Thank you for watching. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day and you're staying safe out there and you're not getting sick. Hopefully. If you have any recommendations, please leave them in the comments below. I would love to hear them. Bye, everyone.